Hey Jake, how you doing? Welcome. Just setting everything up. How have you been, Jake? It's been a while. And I think we're basically all set. Hey Vic, how you doing? Just a second, just a few more seconds. Done. Alright. Hey guys, how you doing? Dan here, and welcome back to another stream. Today we return to Team Fortress 2. And as some of you already know, and some of you already are just realizing now, we now have one and a second camera. That camera might be temporary, but nonetheless it's cool to have a secondary angle, so welcome. Let's see. I'm doing okay, Avik, just about to stream a little bit. Decided to go back a little bit to TF2, you know? Now let's go to the game. Yep, I think I'm all set. Oh, I needed to take this sound off of Twitch. There we go. Yeah, a little bit. I just don't have the hairstyle. But if I was more skinny, and I think if I shave my hair a little bit, you know, I think that I could look like Scout. Hey, Arwich, how you doing? Oh, hey, Watch, welcome to the streams. I am a heavy main, but in the last couple of years I've been trying to play a little bit more Scout, Sniper, and Soldier and Pyro. But still, I am a heavy main at heart. I cannot abandon my main. It's been my main class for the past 10 years. And if you guys don't know, I chose heavy because it was like my favorite class when it came to the cinematics and the videos. And because since I had a very bad PC at the time, heavy is what I could play with. You know, it was just easier to move around than to shoot around. Yeah, which I feel like with time people will just like try to move on to more like a speedy and skill based classes, you know? Classes that have like a higher like skill ceiling. Because they want to try new things, especially if they are able to upgrade their PCs and their just computers or laptops. Hey Purple, how you doing? Vic, there was once that I kinda did the cosplay. Just a second. There was once that I went to KFC and it was my first time going to KFC. And I simply I recorded myself tasting KFC for the first time, and then I did a little like a paint, you know, to be able to just look similar to the Scout. So kinda, but never in real life. I never like dressed, you know, to look like specifically like a character. So no. I think that video is still on the channel about me just trying the KFC. You know, I think the name of the video is meet the Scout, but he's Brazilian. Oh yeah, I don't have a cap that looks like that, but if I was a little bit more skinny on the face and I just shaved everything, and I put the cap and the dog tags, I think that I could look like Scout, just a little bit. Hey Angie, how you doing? Hey, it's Destiny, Angie. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's flank through the left. You're with me, Doctor. I think I should try to dust off my PC any day now. TF2 is getting a little bit laggy. Did you guys see that? How you doing, Heavy? My favorite weapon. Honestly, I think that my favorite weapon in TF2 it would be the normal rocket launcher. But my favorite heavy weapon, it just has to be like the default minigun. They have a TP, we gotta take care of that. Oh, this is bad, this is very bad, this is very bad, this is very bad, this is very bad. And the spy, bloody Frenchman. Damn it. At least we got a point. Weird, why is TF2 having like these frame drops? Favorite heavy weapon? Yeah, okay, so it was the heavy weapon. I think it's my default like minigun, followed by my chocolate bar. That is strange. Oh, NG. You should have run when you had the chance, mate. Me the heavy, but he's Australian. Oh, and the spy again! God damn it. I thought this was Mountain Lab, not France. Why there are so many Frenchies running around backstabbing innocent heavies? Oh, chocolate, Wetchy. Chocolate all the way. It's just faster, it reloads fast, it gives me extra health, and I can just like give like more health to my teammates in medic. Try to reinstall Windows? Really? That helps? I'll try to Google about that later. Okay, that spy is not a sniper, so that's good. Nice one, sniper. We are the real sniper here. Step aside. Incoming! Damn it. Yeah, sure. Join up. Let's see. Purple says, I think that spy should have been... Sorry. Should have been Italian because of his backstab. And the Italians get made fun of because of they switch sides in World War II. Honestly, I don't know, because like if I start thinking about like changing like the spy nationality, I would have to think about like changing also the voice actor, because the accent would be completely different. I don't think that the original like actor for spy knows how to do an Italian accent, so it feels weird to just think about the whole switch, you know? Also, the whole personality could have been changed as well. Also, if he was Italian, I cannot imagine him abandoning like Scout, because there's like the whole weight that the Italians put on about family, so I don't think he would have abandoned Scout. Okay, first round in the bag.
I captured this point for France. O-H-O-H-O-H-O.
I claim this point for France! Sorry for the terrible impersonation. Well, actually, the thing with shotguns is that they can be good, but once you go all in with a shotgun tactic, I usually die. I'm not good with like a long term like a shotgun maining. We just lost the medic. We just lost our only medic to the enemy team. That's bad. Let me see. Let me invite NG. NG, are you online? Once you get online, I'll be able to invite you. Wait, really? They tried Italian and Spanish? Oh, interesting. Wait. Wait. So you're telling me that in-game, the spy accent is not French but is Italian? Really? They changed that? Is that actually true, guys? If that is true, I never imagined it. Come on, is there anyone that is brave enough to come on this corner? Oh, we're gonna have a few auto balances right about now. Look at that. Damn, this is not even a fair match. You know what? I think I'm gonna change servers. This way people can join. Hey, if I have you added and you'd like to, go ahead and join me. Let's play. It's been a month, Arwich? What's up? Why are you not making videos? Did you really took a break, or are you just like not feeling like making videos? Oh, hey, random. Yes, sure. If I have you added, go ahead and join my party. Let me invite Arwich. Let's see who else is online. NG is online. Let me invite him. Who else? Random, if I don't have you added, just go into my Discord, go to my Discord profile, and you will find my Steam there. There you can send me a friend request. Oh, I did not know that, Purple. Interesting. Wait, so you're telling me that the original voice actor for Spy... Hey, no problem. No problem, Arwich, you good. So you mean that he recorded on both Spanish, Italian, and French, all with all those different accents? Damn, he's good. Avec, for me it's not about the ping, but it's just about the experience, honestly. And I am bound like to complain about the ping, you know, and the lag, and how like, oh, he would have died if I got a good ping. Oh, he was just lucky. But in the end, it's just about the experience. Random, could you remind me what was your name? What was your name on Steam? Accept this one. Wedge is online. Let me invite him. Wedge invite. Oh. Invite to play. Oh, Rallis, I found you. Invite to play. Alright, so we're having a party of 4 today. Nice. Alright, gentlemen, listen up. Time to get serious. Today, some of you may die. Some of you may die. But that is a sacrifice that I am willing to make. Alright, forward! We're gonna invade the capture point maps and we're gonna take them for Brazil! You're going to Brazil! The clock is ticking, gentlemen. Let's begin. Also, there's a video coming out today on the channel. It will come out around 3 PM Brazil time, which is in about 35 minutes. Exactly what we're doing this for Brazil. Brazil needs to acquire more land, so we gotta invade the Team Fortress 2 maps to take it for Brazil. Wait, a connection to the Steam VAX server could not be made. Visit the link below. What? This is the first time I ever got this. What do you mean a connection cannot be made? This is the first time that I ever got this. Yeah, me too. Let me see. Matchmaking settings. Yeah, no, the ping is already at an all-time high. Like, the ping is already set to accept all pings. Wait, do I have a cheater amongst us? No, no way, because even cheaters... Wait, do we? Does anyone here having a vac ban? Profile. Oh wait, is anyone here cheating? Wedgie doesn't have any vac bans. Let me see Relis.
Red spy on the base.
Is there a red spy on the base? And Relis has no vac ban. No, it can be a vac ban. No one here has chose that they had a vac ban. Not NG as well. No, we're good. I think it's just because we have like a very big mix of people here from different regions, so it must be that. But honestly, like that's weird. I never received that message in at least like the last 5 years. I don't remember like if I ever got it, but it never happened. Not me able to connect to the VAC servers. I don't think it's the internet, because if it wasn't able to connect to the VAC servers, I was able to connect in the past with...
chats, but I am not in party, and not even in TF2, just in SingPlayer.
But as I was saying, like, I've had like parties of like up to 5 or 6 players from different regions as I was streaming, and then I never had a problem like this. Well, hopefully we'll get a team. Hopefully. Let's just give it a little bit more of time. But nonetheless, guys, thanks so much for being here. Let me change like the screen a little bit so we can talk with a better angle, like this. So guys, what do you guys think? I know that most of you already know about this change, that now we have like 2 cameras. But what do you guys think? I'm still thinking of a good angle or like a better positioning, but I want to know what you guys think about it. Don't worry, Purple, soon we're gonna get it. Soon we'll get it. But what do you guys think about the camera angles? I like it. Yeah. Higher. I don't know if I have a way to make it... Wait. Wait a minute. You might be onto something. Give me a second. So what if I take a few books and I do it? Just a second, I'm looking on something. Ah, damn it, now I need to choose which book to sacrifice for this. You know what, I think I'm gonna sacrifice my Aragon, because I never read it. I'm gonna sacrifice Aragon to be on the top in case there's like anything like on the bottom. Alright, let's see it now. Okay, not high enough. And here I go again, just raising everything. How about this? Is it better? Maybe I should apply a zoom. What do you guys think? Oh, we found the game! You guys tried to trick me into just leaving the game. Let's go. Yeah, I have a mouse pad. We got it. Oh my god, they have like 3 scouts. I need some health. Oh. Oh, I see you, NG. You and like your crazy like pyro. If you guys don't know, Engie has an entire loadout that is just built to confuse players when he's playing pyro. And it worked on me. Ah, lag got me. Ba-dam-ba-dam-bam-ba-dam-ba-bam. Ba-dam-bam-ba-dam-ba-bam. Bam-bam-ba-dam-ba-bam. Bam-bam-ba-dam-ba-bam. Oh, this was bad. Oh, thank you for the healing medic. Oh, yes! Feel the power of the pyro of WM1! You cannot stop me! Some pyromans just want to see the world burn. And you're next, medic. No! Damn it, so close. Please tell me that someone's gonna take... And just then the... Oh, medic, you failed me. You failed me, medic. Hi, Philippe, I do well to stream. He Ubered the soldier instead of following me to his death. I don't know, because maybe I didn't feel like it. Honestly, it usually comes naturally. I don't try to force it, so I just didn't feel like it. I feel like it would have been more funny without a swear this time. Oh no, that is a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. Medic, medic, medic! Save my life, medic! Thank you. Thank you. Hello, medic. What, did your pocket abandon you? Let me try to buy as much time as I can. Medic, do it. Do it, medic. Do it, medic. Do it, medic. Yes! 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 Take all the power of the WM1! You cannot stop the revolution! None of you can stop the revolution of the WM1s! Nice. I swear too much became part of my identity? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, for me, it's always been like a very big part of my personality to swear a lot. But sometimes, weirdly enough, I just have other things in my mind and I don't swear. Weird, right? Ah! Damn it. Dude, I swear a lot. But it's most likely because of the internet, because I've seen a lot of movies, a lot of videos, and a lot of people that swear a lot, and I thought they were cool, so I just implemented like the swear dictionary into my life. My father rarely swears, my mother never swears. So it's still kind of funny, you know, to see like that I ended up becoming a sailor when it comes to swearing. Wait, what the? Oh, we're having like a demo man. Aww, come on, soldier. Dude, we were just gonna have like a demo man, like fraternization, maybe that's the word. And the goddamn soldier just ruined it. Oh, that's bad. That is very bad. That is very bad.
Medic, medic, M-E-D-I-C-C. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, medic! No. Ah, damn it! Wait, was that a direct hit? No, it was not. Okay. I thought that he was able to kill me with splash damage with the direct hit. Did that ever happen to you guys? Because the direct hit, for me, it only kills with direct hits. No pun intended. I never seen the direct hit kill with splash damage. Did you guys ever see that happening? Oh, the medic might be unprotected. I claimed this doctor for France! Ah, damn, they got me. They didn't want to lose their medic. The flaw is so good that it's bad. The classic Arwich phrase about the Phlogiston. Honestly, today's a good day. I think it's gonna be a good day. I think that the direct hit is like the perfect tool to just like scare off engineers, medics, and scouts. Especially scouts. Because the direct hit will just like lead them into clean shots. Percent. Oh, damn it. A crit. Nah, there's a little phrase, purple, that Arwich has that has been an ongoing joke between us for a while. Because I'm a Phlogiston user. I live like for like splash damage and timed crits. Oh, hello, Spy. How you doing? So that is a little ongoing joke between us. Wait, you got Coach? Where's Coach? Oh, we actually got Coach from the Left 4 Dead, and he's actually playing the heavy main. Dude, I just really imagine like, dude, he actually has like one of the skins, you know, like that you can put for Coach with like the gold necklace and shit. Oh, heavy, yo, what heavy? Coach, what were you doing, Coach? You know, sometimes like TF2 players, they can be uncanny. You guys saw that. Hey, how you doing, Felix? Welcome. Wait, there's a spy in the base, Philippi? Where? Just doing my job to deal in one. Well, let's see. They have a medic, sniper, soldier.
How heavy mained is this before the match?
I don't know. That's not like my heavy main behavior. Get back, Heavy. Stay back. Oh, I think I heard a spy. Was that a spy? Oh no, Angie, you're not gonna build that sentry. Not on my watch. I'm bombarded. No! Sometimes they get you. Sometimes they get you. That's how it goes. Damn it, I was about to have my Phlogiston ready to go with the medic. Hello, medic. You are not able to save your medic, Demo. So go back in shame and never return. Thank you, medic. You are credit to team. Yes! Yes, I love the crits! I love to just hold W and have crits and Uber! Yes, let's go! Oh, let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. That was fun. They know that we're around the corner. No sniper so far that I can see. Which is a problem, because if they can see me but I can't see them, that's a big problem. Yes, medic, help the team while I flank the enemy. Oh, I think I got the demo man. Oh, yes, I got him. Nice. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna sweep him.
Do you ever think about to play Gartic Phone with viewers? I think this would be fun.
I think that the problem with me with this that most of the videos that I have, you know, when it comes to like interacting with people and just playing with people, usually I like to know the vibe of the person first. And Gartic Phone is not a game that I enjoy that much. I cannot find like the game too funny. I don't have that much fun on it. But since it's a game that relies on like people drawing images, that scares me. Because all it takes like one bad person having a bad day to just like give me a little problem, you know, with maybe YouTube or Twitch. So that's what scares me. Any game that depends on images and being live, it scares me. Nice, we got him. Nice one, coach. That's why I like to play like FPS games. There ain't like a lot of risk to a lot of things, you know. Where's the scout? There was a scout around here. Yeah, it might just be paranoia, you know. It might just like be paranoia, but I will have to select the people, you know. And I need to be like people that I know that would do like a very messed up thing, because it would most likely be a selected few, you know. Since first we don't have like that many people on the streams compared to other YouTubers, and we have limited spaces on Gartic, right? But Gartic is not my type of game. I don't like have fun. I honestly like when I see people playing Gartic. I watch videos on it more about the commentary. But I never had fun playing it. This is my moment to witness me, people! Oh, hello, medics. He tried. Ah, coach got out on balance. I feel bad for him. He was helping carry the team, but now he's just like on the enemy side. Yeah, I agree, Vic. That's most like the best and safest option. Oh, NG, you're a traitor now. Oh, they might actually have a holding ground right here, right now. I think they're gonna hold. They have a sentry, they have a few people on the last point. They can actually hold this now. They have a chance to hold. Yeah, I saw that, NG. You became a traitor now. How could you, NG? You are supposed to build the dispensers for us, not the enemy team. I cannot forgive a treason like that. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Got it. Fine, leave it to the Brazilian. Yeah, like you can do like a close game, but to fill a lobby that's I think 8 people. Let's go to Phoenix. Let's go to Phoenix. Alright, so while we load in the new map, I wanna like go back to trying to adjust like this camera. I think I need to like to better like the angle. Let me try. See? If I try to drag this a little bit more this way and turn it a little bit more, you know, it feels a little bit weird nonetheless. It feels weird. I might need to get like a new like a camera like a stand or arm just to get a better angle on that one. But what do you guys think so far? What do you guys think of this angle so far? I think I'm gonna go try to be an engineer in this game. Oh, Felix, you wanna join? Ah, this is not good. Come on, just build so we can like have more time waiting. Oh, you think it's fine? Think purple. Alright, now is the sentry time. I call it a sentry. Rhymes with Dan. I call it an ammo pack. Rhymes with Dan. I call it a dispenser. Rhymes with Dan. You know a game that would be fun to play with subscribers? I think it was like Fall Together or Chain Together. Yeah, that's the name. Chain Together. You can play with up of 4 players. Nice, we're getting more players. You call it a chill soldier? Rhymes with Dan. I call it war crimes. Rhymes with Dan. Guys, okay, now you guys have my permission to say. What was the most uncanny, like, it rhymes with grug, like, phrase that you guys ever seen? What was the most uncanny one? Damn, he has a direct hit, he came prepared. Nice one, Scout. Nice one. Honestly, it feels nice to play on a server that had 0 people in, and then people start to join just as like the game starts to commence, you know? You call it a child soldier, rhymes with death. Okay, that's a good one. There's a spy around here. We only have 1 spy, and I don't think that that sound came from our own spy. By the way, guys, I've been thinking. What do you guys think that after I finish like the GTA San Andreas gameplay that I have, which we're basically on the last mission, we just need to do the gang territorial missions. What do you guys think about me playing Chaos Mod occasionally, and putting like a Twitch like add-on that allows you guys to vote on the effect? What do you guys think about that? Oh, he stole my medal. I didn't see that. Angie, was it you that stole my medal? Let me build this up and then I can just abandon it. But what do you guys think about Chaos Mod on GTA San Andreas, where you guys can vote on the effects? I always wanted to play that, but I never just went ahead to do it. But I don't know, I think it would be fun for you guys. And it would be a disaster for me. But I think it would be like a general, like a fun experience. Ah! This soldier keeps destroying my buildings. I need to take care of him. Oh, this is bad. They have a heavy. Yeah, Purple, like, it seems fun. Like, it seems like an experience that I will maybe regret in a jokingly way, you know? But it sounds like just a fun way for you guys to be able to interact more on the streams and affect my gameplay, you know? I knew it. We got him. Nice. Oh, I think that he's telling people to just use the direct hit. You see that now they have a second story with the direct hit? He's trying to command it. Oh, it worked. Having the second direct hit actually worked. Alright, everybody, listen up. All of those that can hear me and those that can't still, just lock in. We needed to stop them from advancing. I need more metal. Got him. If there's no reason given, I'm not gonna kick him. Oh, was he spamming music? I was out of ammo. See, like, it's for example like that I don't like to shotgun main with heavy, because when the game is getting good and I'm advancing in the middle of the enemies, stuff like that happen. I get out of ammo. I don't think my citrus is gonna last. Oh no, and they got a spy. Dude, they just turned this game around. I'm gonna go to spawn. I want to respawn. This is not gonna end well. Come on. Ah, they got me. I should have just stayed inside the spawn point. Hopefully the team will be able to just keep it at bay as I build in the last point. I think they will make it to last point. Wait, where did that extra metal came from? Oh no, wait, no. I get it now. It's because I upgraded the sentry, that's why. It sometimes doesn't work like it's supposed to. Some get stuck inside trying to come through. Is the Turntine there? Purple. Oh, that's bad. Oh, he's trying. This is bad. They are already making it to the ramp. Thank you, Pyro. No, don't destroy my sentry because of that. How much health did I have? Oh, I only had 70, that's why. Oh, and he got it. Damn it. No, I don't think I know, sadly, Purple. Yo, this will be an interesting game to fight against. If they were able to push us like this, I want to see how well they will defend. Got him. This is actually very bad. Wait, why did I pick up the sentry? I was just right there, I clicked on it. Oh no, no, they put a sentry, it's over. GG, it's over. Doc, what is going on with the respawn machine? I think that, NG. I think that Soldier has his merits. If you know how to move around with Soldier and you know how to wear a shot, it can be very, very good. The heavy! The beautiful heavy weapons guy is actually protecting the point. That heavy main died for our sins and we're gonna protect him at all costs. Oh, that was weird, dude. Oh, get wrecked, Demo, you missed me. Yes, got him. I'm concentrating. Just a second, Purple. Just try to push me in. Damn it, you got me. The dude Burger King crown said. No, I think I never heard about that. I don't remember that. The only news that I have seen recently about like fast food. Dude, the last news that I got about fast food, it was like when Trump had like the McDonald's like a truck, you know, following him around when he was doing the tour in Saudi Arabia. That's like the last thing I heard about fast food. But then we got like a mad medic. I've seen this guy complain in the chat ever since like we got to the last point. I'm surprised that we're actually holding him for this long. We were supposed to have lost a minute ago. Got him. Damn this roof thing! I would have set a crit on their ass. Damn it. Good reflect. Bam, bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, ba-bam, bam. Take your scout. Oh, you almost got me.
And we got no medic. Fantastic.
Oh, he changed. I think he rage quit. Did he? No, he just switched to engineer. I thought he had rage quit because of the soldier. Damn, those engineers really want to place a lot of sentries. This almost feel like playing like versus 1,000 Uncles again. But Angie, why do you think a soldier is a boring class? Respond me when you're dead. Damn it, he stun locked me on like that corner.
Because we clearly need 4 scouts.
Wait, we do have 4 scouts? We have... Oh, yeah, we have... Oh, that's... Yeah. I think that's the reason why we're, like, being pushed back to the last point, maybe. They're just gonna place a lot of sentries everywhere until we're getting... Until we get pushed to the spawn. To the actual, like, spawn door. Nice shot. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, they got it. You have. They will not beat us again. Dude, the talks that you see in the TF2 chat are just like some of the most weird ones ever. You think I would fall for that? You think I would have a backup plan? Angie, you think that I would be so stupid? Think, Angie, think! Hey, no problem, Witchy. Have a good one. Fuck. Got one. I might die now. I might just be dead, and I don't even know. No, Pyro! Why did you push him? No, Pyro! Why did you have to hate me, Pyro?
We got to see medic Dan for 0.03 seconds.
Fine. Let's go. There's a spy, there's a spy, there's a spy, there's a spy! Yep! Nice. You just gotta keep doing it too. Come on, Heavy. Be a good Heavy. And kill all of my enemies for me. I heal cement that will kill you. I'll go with this Pyro. Dumb cops! Nice. Ah, why did Pyro switch to melee? He could have just destroyed everything with the normal flamethrower. If he had, I think we would both maybe be alive. But still, he did a good job. Oh, there's an NG just holding the corner, damn it. Damn it.
I love this 2013 Minecraft background style music.
I don't know if I would consider Minecraft styled, but I see what you mean. It has a dubstep vibe, right? Got him. Come on, Pyro, you know you want to do it. You know you want to. Oh, this is bad. I need to take my leave. Oh, there's a spike. Oh, that Pyro just got so wrecked.
I could see myself watching a video at like 9 of a guy building a castle in Minecraft with this music, I swear to God.
You don't like it? Oh, the spy finally had his revenge. I was about to Uber. Maybe we'll just stay in the car for a bit. What the fuck? Oh, I hate when my sensitivity just drags me out of the game. You see, now I cursed. And the soldier was above us, damn it. I didn't even see him jumping.
I require assistance!
The bomb is nearing a checkpoint.
Cut off the medic, cut off the medic. There's a spy! There's a spy scout! Nice. I can't jump. I can't, so they abandoned me. Oh, where did this fuck come from? Damn it! They got me.
Forward! Push the cart forward! Who stop pushing the cart? I want names!
That guy might have been a spy and I don't even know.
I have a somewhat simple question in character. What of his weapons would Medic use the most, aside of meta, just by the personality of the character? I think he would like to use the stock meta gun, the syringe gun and the Uber saw, because nothing screams more sadistic than shooting syringes at someone's face.
I think that you're right. I think that Uber Saw would be like the most like in-character weapon, you know? Also, yeah, you're right. So the sadistic weapons just really fit with Medic. I can't. Spies. GG. They won. I don't think we're gonna push. Yeah, they won.
You're doing good, by the way.
Thank you, Purple. Let's see what we get next. How about some hoodoo? Voodoo? You do? What? Remind me of a man. What man? A man with the power of voodoo. Voodoo? You do. What?
Ayo, where is everyone?
Ah, people usually have other things to do, no problem with that. I think I'll try to go a little hybrid night. Now there's a chill zone right there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bug has been dead? Look at these. These are the furious warriors that we could find in the street at this time of the day. They are ready to fight and to bleed for me. Get ready. We're gonna go for that medic, Genji. Get the medic. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we lost the medic with the Uber because of random crits. Oh, they popped the Uber at the same time. That's good. They got me. Yeah, I think the hybrid might not work. Hey, how you doing, Soup? How you doing, Soup? Hey, go ahead, doctor! Okay, we might get the medic now. What is that, Sans? What's up? Got him. Please get us someone, get someone, get someone, get someone! Oh, the crew didn't get anyone. Hey, Billy, it's been a while, how you doing? And no worries, Sans, soon enough Friday's gonna arrive. But how you doing, Billy? It's been a while. I need to retreat. Damn, the other man is pushing the cart all by himself. Hey, nice, how you doing, Doif? How's the Roblox servers? Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I might be dead. Oh, soldier, why did you have to get in front of the shot? I was gonna hit the sniper. Sniper. Billy, have you been playing Helldivers? Because honestly, I haven't been enjoying like the new event, you know, to protect Super Earth. I think it's kind of boring for me. There's just too much spam from like the enemy side. Oh, what a lucky shot. Damn it. Hey, don't talk about being hungry or I'll get hungry. I'm also getting started to get thirsty. I need some water. Who's idle? Let me see. Oh, no, he's back. He's back. Dude, it went from 5 to 4 to 8 to 4. What? Ah, damn, he got me. And I need to sneeze. Purple, don't you know that is just like a psychological reaction? When people start to notice that, they start mentioning that they're hungry or thirsty, you start to pay attention to your own scales of hunger and thirst. So yes, I do get hungry and thirsty easily when people start talking about food and drinks. I think I'm dead. I think I am very dead. Oh, they only else. Okay, so there's someone calling the shots on that side. There's someone like do you know like the guiding. But they're putting up a good defense.
You are dead, not big surprise.
Indeed. Really a butter stab? Dude, like if we consider that we have like a limited arena for them to fight, I will say that 100% Saxton. But if it was like 100 scouts, I think that this fight could like take months maybe. But like the Saxton would just like hunt down every single scout eventually. I might need to equip the direct hit. No, I'm gonna go with the Undying Soldier. Heck nah, Bailey. No, it's Coca-Cola. Although I'm just trying to drink more water recently. Damn, this ping. Two minutes to be able to get that. He shot at the exact second. Nice one. I have reacted to a few TF2 anomalies. Could you be more specific, or is it a video called TF2 anomalies?
Nah, everyone knows that the best drink is lead water.
Hell no. I mean, maybe if you're a soldier in the army, maybe you would say that, but no, I've never been in the army, so I don't think it's that one. Oh yeah, this is the angle. This is the holy angle. And they retreat the sentry, that's good. I gotta keep it safe for my like companions. Got him.
Our witch will be in the water.
60 seconds.
There's a spy around here. Got him. Got him. Almost. Wait, oh, this badge only has like 2 capture points. I forgot about this. No! The sentry pushed me to shoot the car. No! Damn this lag. TF2 anomalies. Oh, we're about to lose. Let me Google that anyway.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
I think I haven't. I would remember this thumbnail. I think I haven't. GG. Oh, he knows. He knows. He didn't see me just going through the other side, so he just went to the thing. I think I'm gonna go with the cow mangler. Don't think they're gonna be able to put a lot of sentries. I don't think so, purple. Dude, look at that like soldier face. It looks so weird with the cosmetic. Dude, they really did a good job. The huntsman sniper and the other sniper, they were really like pushing our team back when we tried to destroy the sentries. They did a good job. Oh, he knows I'm here. This is bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead! I think they hit me like a mid-air shot. Let me see the replay. Oh yeah, like, no, it was just the heavy shooting me with the Natasha. I might need to go for Disney Pyro again, but they will win this. I think I'm gonna already leave like a new game searching. I don't think that... Yeah, this game is not gonna carry. And since it usually takes a while, let's just leave it as this. No, medic, where are you? Medic, you betrayer, where are you? Did you really switch me for a demo man? Medic, I thought what we had was special. I was gonna double and win the entire enemy team, but you had to abandon me. Honestly, I don't even like know what would be like a soldier's diet. Because soldier just had like the craziest like system that I've ever seen like any like a TF2 merc have. Yeah, they won. They won. GG, they won. Hopefully we'll be able to just stop them on the next one. Dude, I wouldn't even be surprised if there was like somewhere in the TF2 lore saying that he survived just like a month just eating maggots. I don't think I have NG. Let me actually Google that real quick. Honestly, I'll be up to like doing the reaction after this game. I might go for the TF2 anomalies, but let me see the one you suggested, NG. Maps lost to time. No, I haven't seen it. So it's gonna be in between those two. The anomalies and the maps. I think I might coin it, you know? To see which one we react to.
10 seconds.
Also, I might need to turn on the AC.
4, 3, 2,
Hmm.
1.
Oh, we just now got a new match. Ah, damn it, I was expecting to disappear before I died. Oh, I remember that purple. Isn't that from 100 Ways to Die in TF2? And that was called like Bean Soldier's Brain Maggot. I remember that. It's either 100 Ways to Die in TF2 or is yet another 100 Ways to Die in TF2. In total, he made 3 videos. But okay, listen, after this match, I'm gonna go react to a video. Oh, we got a lot of engineers on this one. I like it.
Backing up. I'm moving this. That was getting heavy.
Angie, you're not allowed to be here. Only red engineers are allowed to be here. Spy, spy, spy. I need a dispenser. I love my sentry and my sentry loves me.
That engineer's a spy. Spy around here. Help me.
Dude, we're gonna get a good defense. Oh, you have to go, Purple? No problem. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, Purple. Hope you have a magnificent day. Nice, we saved it. They had snipers. I was stupid. I shouldn't have gone forward. Oh, real. If there was, you already know it. Just jump out of the cliff. That would be like the fastest and safest way to get out. This is a very like safe map to fight the Silver Blade because there are like so many like edges and hills. I really wonder if like when we actually see the next episode, when we see the fight being taken against the Silver Blight, you know, like in a bigger scale, if the protagonist would be able to drag him to a server like this, you know, that has a lot of cliffs. That'd be interesting to see. Alright, I'm gonna go place the TP entrance, so you guys hold the front. We go together. Why can I disconnect? Oh, I don't like that. If they destroy my scent, they destroy everything. Alright, we're just taking the fight to them. We're just taking the fight to them. Please, more people take my TP. We need more help in the front lines. Nice, we still have 2 TPs up and we have a dispenser on the go. Got him. Dude, the ability to just stay in the front lines is just so dramatically increased with the dispensers. "60 seconds. I mean, Spy, are you talking about the players or the actual character? Because yeah, like the engineer, like engineer is like the most chill, like mercenary of all of them. I agree with that. Damn it! Damn, that sniper really gave a quick scope on that. Nice, nice one, sniper. GG. Good game. And as you said, right about now, I think I'm gonna go react to a few videos. So, we have time, and I think that there's even time to react to both of them if you guys want. So let me just close the game and everything. So, I think that first I will go with Engineer's suggestion, since he has been a longer viewer on the channel and he's been in the stream first. I hope you don't mind, Spy, but I will also react to your video. So just give me a second. Let me turn on the AC and we can commence. Just a second. Also, I think I'm gonna go get some water, so I will be right back. Okay? So just stare at the cameras and I'll be right back. Right? I am back. Honestly, my room can get very 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 hot if I don't turn this here, open the windows. And since for the recordings I needed to close all the windows and doors, it gets very hot. So the AC it is. So let me find a game. They have 2 lost maps, found it. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Let me pause it. No, honestly, I think, yeah, I need to go to the bathroom before that. Be right back again. Alright, I am back. Ooh, this is gonna be a long one. Okay, guys, I will not be looking at the chat for some time because I will focus on the video itself, alright? Right. So, I am watching this as I am on live stream. I hope that the original creator of this video, Led, doesn't mind. And yeah, I think that's it. This video was suggested to me on a stream. It's called the TF2 Maps Lost to Time, and it seemed interesting. So, if you guys can, please give a like to the original video before watching this reaction, as always. And now, click.
14 years ago, Valve held the TF2 Art Pass contest, which challenged mappers to take this unfinished Valve map and make it look pretty for a chance to have their version added to the game. In the end, there were 53 submissions and 2 winners, 3DNJ and YM, whose maps were added as Mountain Lab and Man Manor, which I'm sure
Wait, you're telling me, wait, straight out of the bat, I'm already amazed because I did not know that these were like community submissions. You're telling me that one of the most OG Halloween maps one of the maps that everyone plays first to be able to get like the first contracts. It's actually community made? Okay. Alright, you already... Did I leave a like on this? No, okay, this video already earned my like.
Sure you're all familiar with, but what you may not know is that this selection process wasn't easy. It took Valve multiple days, and there were a lot of grade A submissions, which is why I made this video, to go through these versions that have largely been forgotten.
Okay, I think that this is gonna be one of those videos that I pause a lot, but... oh, it took Valve multiple days. Really? To select between 53 maps, it just took them a couple of days? That doesn't seem like a lot of time.
And consider whether Valve made the right choice. Here are all 51 of them, excluding Mountain Lab and Man Manor, since we already know what those look like. I won't be giving an in-depth analysis for every submission, since that'd make this video go on forever, and because some things are more interesting to talk about than others. If at any point in the video you want to check these out for yourself, there'll be a download link for all of them in the description.
So we're
And
gonna
at
be
the
checking
end,
all
I
the
ask that
50
you fill
maps.
out this poll, ranking some of the better looking ones alongside Mountain Lab, so that we can come up with our own winner representative of the TF2 community.
Oh,
Alright,
because
with
it
all
wasn't
that
a
out of the
community
way,
vote, it was
let's
just
get
a
started.
Valve vote, okay.
Going in alphabetical order, our first map is by Abujam Snark. Centered around a nuclear power plant in the middle of nowhere, this map has a modest amount of detail, but is still nice to look at, especially the last point because of these glowing uranium rods. On a side note, the stairs use the displacement method I talked about in my previous video, which I think is pretty cool. The next version is by Ace Gikmo, also known today as Freya Homer. This map takes place at the center of a manufacturing district run by Blue Industries on a bright rainy day. Unlike the first map, this one is packed with
I don't know, did you guys see the way that there was like this wide open space? If we can actually play on like this little route, I don't think I like it too much. Many maps that just are just that wide and they're just open, they ended up like not being like very popular in the community because they're just like high centers for rocket jumpers and snipers, and people usually don't like maps that are just completely focused for snipers.
Blue Industries on a bright rainy day. Unlike the first map, this one is packed with detail. So much in fact that it's impossible for me to go through everything in this video, so I highly recommend exploring this map for yourself. But I will say that it's possibly the best looking one out of all 51 I'll be showing. The cacti are a nice detail that helps depict the biome. Custom normal maps add shape to many of the
okay,
wet
that's cool. That's a
surfaces.
cool detail.
The 3D
I like
skybox
it.
blends seamlessly with the rest of the map.
see the water?
and
I like that
overall
too.
creativity, talent, and originality, all from a single person, is something you rarely see in TF2 maps nowadays. I wish I could go on, but there
I didn't like that so much. You guys see like the way that there's like these
something
big
you rarely
plants?
see
I think that maps that are overly detailed with like the bushes that you have around is just like something that can confuse the players a lot. Detail is nice, but if it is like to be this much detailed, I think that it'll be a little bit confusing to play around, you know? There will be like too much detail to focus on. Some of the maps that we have that are just the most replayed maps, for example Dust Bowl, they're very minimalistic. They're very like narrow, and they don't have like a lot of white spaces for people to just like shoot through long distances. Just so like if we exclude the first like point from like Dust Bowl, that would be the case, but in general those are like the factors that just like keep players into like coming back to the map. I don't know if this would be like the favorite pick of the community,
in TF2
even
maps
though the narrator
nowadays.
says that
I
this is
wish I
like
could
the
go
best
on,
like
but there are still
map wise when
49
it comes to
other maps
detail.
cover, so let's give them a chance. Next is our first night map by Balloons 4600. Unfortunately, not much was done here, so it doesn't look great, but it's still worth mentioning as it was a submission for the contest. Now we have our first snow map by
You know what that actually reminded me of? It actually reminded me of like one of those games that you needed to go around and collect things. You know, the TF2 version of Slenderman. Because like dark maps always like have that sense of edginess that the horror maps in TF2 have. I don't know, but it reminded me of
Not much
that
was
too.
done here, so it doesn't look great, but it's still worth mentioning as it was a submission for the contest.
And I like the background
Now
beat
we
that
have
he
our
has on the
first snow
video.
map by Bimos, a big deviation from the warmer climates we were just in. This map is striking for its glaciers that towered over the first half and the Arctic desert that surrounds it. But outside of that, there isn't anything cool to see besides this lava room around the last point that looks like tomato sauce. Cranking up the heat, we
I
have
like
a
snow
drastic
maps.
change of scenery.
Ooh,
with
now
this
that
map
looks
by
good.
Cakeman. If you're
Now
a fan
that
of
is
Barry
looking
from
good.
Black
I
Ops
like that,
Zombies, you'll love this map.
So far, this
It's
is my
an old
favorite.
Western mining facility squeezed into these desert canyons and has a lot of unique brush and detail work that make it stand
Dude, look at, he's right. Look at that, like paint like a brush detail into the skin of the map. You know, like the details. This looks amazing, and the lighting as well. It's very well done.
out from the other maps. It's a little bare at times, but is by no means bad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The name of the map is Cakeman. I think that the more minimalistic the map is, with like these like a more toned down colors, the better it looks. It helps like the blue and the red from the mercenaries actually just stand out more. So I think that the by far this was like the best job when it comes to implementing a map that the players would be able to naturally distinguish like where they need to go and who they need to shoot in the game. That's
Black Ops
actually a
1
great
Zombies,
addition.
You'll love this map. It's an old Western mining facility squeezed into these desert canyons.
Honestly,
and
my
has
favorite
a lot
so
of
far.
Unique brush and detail work
Best
that
one.
make it stand out from the other maps. It's a little bare at times, but is by no means bad. Moving on, there's this map by COTC, which reminds me of Gravel Pit, but with more color and saturation. Many of the textures,
I don't know, seems a little bit
scaling,
bland.
lighting, and overall design choices are a bit wacky, but I like the overall theme of the map as an open pit mine, and these minecart tracks above the last point. They're rather creative. Speaking of creative,
I don't know, I
this
didn't like
map
that
by
one that much.
Crusader is nothing short of it, being the first of 3 space-themed maps we'll be looking at. It resembles a moon base, apparent by the gray, dusty landscape and giant Earth in the 2D skybox. There's also a huge glowing dome, which I presume acts as
One kind of sad thing about like the TF2 and space maps is that they usually don't get that popular. You know, every single map that I remember, and I will not remember the names, just to add weight to my point. People don't play them that much, you know, because people just try to customize like the idea of being spaces so much that it gets a little bit overwhelming to what is the general gameplay that the people are used on TF2. So that's why they don't get that popular.
as an airlock so that the mercs can breathe. Now, despite having a super cool setting, some nice lights, and cute moon signs, there's not a whole lot of detail, and the architecture is a bit too simple for my liking. You'll see what I mean when we get to the other 2 versions. Next is another snow map by Cynic.
Missing
It suffers
textures?
from some missing textures,
Yeah.
but let's put that aside. The wind and snowfall is extreme, blowing sideways through the map. The interior detailing and framing around the first half of the map looks okay, and I really like these windows that face blue spawn. The area outside of the map around the second point is also cool, but not as cool as these walls of
No,
ice
that
by
is
the
nice.
last point that emit fog and sparkles.
Dude,
They're
that is
kind of
actually cool. That is actually
oversaturated and out
cool.
of place, but look pretty. Where this map struggles is with its architecture. The building exteriors are too simplistic and could benefit from some extra detail. The map by DeBeats Project is up there near
Dude, honestly, if he had managed to just make like a more like a visual interesting like architecture, just like he did with like the ice, you know, for the final pit, it would have looked way better. And on this one, I already like the skyline.
Ace Gikmos as one of my personal favorites for its creativity and level of detail around the first half. It features many twists and turns through a rocky cliff environment with a small bit of water at the base. The mapper also took some creative liberties with the layout around the last point, so it'd be interesting to see how this map plays out in an actual game.
I
My
don't,
only criticism is that the interior. See how this map
dude,
plays
I
out.
don't like this so much. You know, like you see, like the last point. I don't like when there's a lot of space for people to just have the high ground, because on the Thunder Mountain map, you have like a half moon of like of a second floor per se. You know, for the final point. You know what I'm talking about. And that already makes it very hard for the enemy team or the red team in this occasion to be able to defend it. But to have like a complete circle just makes this very very bad for like the defensive team, the red team, to be able to win. I don't know. I'm not a fan of just very like a large and long, just like high ground positions.
In an actual game. My only criticism is that the interior of the last point doesn't match the levels seen in the rest of the map, which leaves me to assume that it was rushed. But as a whole, this is a great looking map. Next is one of only 2 swamp maps by Draco 18S. As you'd expect, it features swamp fog, trees, plants,
Interesting.
and water, which I'll admit is cool since the only other map where we currently see this is
I
part of
was
the zombie
about
infection
to
group.
mention this
But
map.
in this case, they hinder visibility, and the rest of the map doesn't look finished. So although the
Dude, like, I was about to like to compare like the map to the zombie map. I think that snipers would enjoy this so much because of like the fog and everything. But I think that it could be a good map, especially for Halloween.
theme is unique, I don't think it's anywhere near as good as it could be. With that said, I
Ooh,
still like
missing
the missing
textures.
texture gators under the last point. This next map by Froggy has a similar dark and gloomy aesthetic, but more closely resembles Landfall or Sawmill.
I was about
because of these
to
pine
mention
trees.
Sawmill. I was
It's a
about
simple
to.
map that makes decent use of TF2's default assets and art style, and I love this building behind the second point. There's also some lava under the last point that's visible from some of the neighboring rooms and halls, but the fact that it's raining directly into the pit doesn't make much sense. This map by Fubar FX is unlike anything you've ever seen. It takes place
I mean, just like a commenting on this. Maybe the decision to just leave that open, it would be to just release like the heat and to not like get the heat all stuck into like the inside of the base. Or maybe it's just because it kind of was naturally formed like that. I mean, it's just running on the entire map. Maybe you can disagree on that, but I can see this as being a natural like exhaustion point from like the lava.
This map by Fubar FX is unlike anything you've ever seen. It takes place on an island with a giant shipwreck, so the map is built upon
Okay.
the idea of being stranded or secluded on a remote island with
That
limited
looks cool.
resources.
That looks cool.
The rock formations on the outside are beautifully shaped, but the caves are my favorite part. They're decorated with stalactites and stalagmites and hold water that flows into this large pool at the center, +1 for creativity.
Honestly, I would say that I really enjoyed that map, but the one problem that I would give is that since like the whole like environment seems to be extremely gray, it seems like it to be an easy map to get lost on. And by the way, is it just me that I kind of see like a Godzilla face on this with the eye, the nose, and the teeth? You know, a cartoonish Godzilla. Is it just me?
Limited resources.
But yeah, moving
The
on.
rock formations on the
See, it
outside
just
are beautifully
seems
shaped,
like a
but
very,
the
very
caves
bland
are
and
my
easy to
favorite
get
part.
lost in as a
They're
player.
decorated with stalactites and stalagmites and hold water that flows into this large pool at the center, +1 for creativity.
Hmm.
Next up is another foresty pine map by Gerbil. It looks
Let's
to be
see.
in the business of logging, but has a softer feel. The buildings are tall, and the little bits of detail that cover them keep them from looking
I
bland.
like the mix of
I like
colors.
how the mapper detailed many areas with respect to the theme, like the saw room and these wood chips. The area around the second point looks good too, with its unique brushwork.
It seems
I
very
can't
polished.
tell what the room around the last point is for, but it's much more industrial, apparent by all of the bricks and machinery.
Okay, I
map
like
by
this one.
Fuba is another western-themed mine full of detail that conveys a gold mining operation. But just wait, things are about to get crazy. The
Alright.
architecture and environment around the first and second points are remarkable. There's so much going on all over the place, and each area is interesting and immersive. Looking at the sky, there's a massive volumetric cloud rolling in that blocks light from reaching the outside of the map. I have literally never seen something like this done before. Already, mappers should be taking notes, but this is where things get crazy. Moving into the building around the last point, the
Kinda
theme
looks like a
suddenly
Star Wars
changes
ship.
into this high-tech scientific laboratory where we see some serious equipment and a mysterious blue substance. It looks like the gold mining operation is just a cover-up for something much more valuable. This map by Grazer, on the other hand,
I will say that I think it's interesting to just add like this change of like a scenario, you know, to fit like some hidden lore for the map. But like the hard like switch up between being a mining town and a heavy like a scientific like map, it feels a little bit weird to me. I don't think that it would be a vibe for me. I don't know, like it's a personal choice. I might have people that disagree with me, but I don't think that looked as cool as the narrator made it sound like.
is all about wheat. It's surrounded by wheat fields and stuffed with hay. The area is industrialized with a fair amount of buildings and ore chutes that give it a slightly different vibe from Harvest, despite being similarly themed.
I like Harvest.
There's also a giant pumpkin hooked up to some jumper cables under the last point that explodes when you capture it. And that's
Interesting.
pretty much it. On to our second space map. This one is by Grim Tuesday and takes place in the middle of space instead of on the moon. So the entire map is a giant spaceship. It has a futuristic design, and
It
I
seems
think
very
the glass on the
empty.
floors is super cool, but again, the buildings, or walls of the ship should I say, are mostly bare and honestly don't make any sense. But I appreciate the effort put into making this considering how unique it is.
Yeah, this is another problem with like space maps, is that like every single space maps that you see, they need to be clean. They're supposed to be clean. So far, I don't remember seeing like any TF2 video that showcases like a space like station or a space rocket or any space map that has a more rough look, you know, that show that people actually live around here and people had to adapt to living in this place. I don't know, it just seems too clean and too empty.
Next, we have another logging facility by Groovy Pants. However, this map, like several others in this list, is completely unfinished, so I'm gonna skip it and move on to the
Oh,
next
poor guy,
one
he
by
didn't finish it.
Helljumper, which is the polar opposite of unfinished. The map is themed
Another
after
night
Gravel
map?
Pit, but is so much more than an adaptation. Every
Okay.
corner of every room has something going on, and the rocky terrain is littered with various props and foliage. One could even argue that there's too much detail,
Interesting.
particularly with this cluster of junk next to the second point. Everywhere
No. I think that that's good because on Thunder Mountain, yeah, as I said, like there's a lot of like a wide, long spaces that just create like this beautiful scenario for snipers to just like stay in one position. I think in having those debris in the middle just makes like an interesting balance, especially for people who want to try to advance and for engineers to try to protect like sentry guns. So I think this is a nice change.
else, though, I think is fine. The last point is a good example of detailing an open area without adding any obstructions. While simplistic in some parts, it doesn't seem like anything is missing. Maybe there could be some railings here like we see on Mountain Lab, but that's nitpicking. The last thing I want to quickly point out about this map is the bubbling pit of lava under the last point. Check out what
Looks
happens when I
better.
jump into it. Now that's the kind of creativity we need to see more of in TF2 maps. Moving on,
like
we
it.
have
I
another
like
farm
it.
map by Honey Mustard.
Oh no, this
one
looks
looks
great.
a lot more like Harvest than Grazer's map and has a simple yet comforting aesthetic.
Wait.
The buildings have
Honey Mustard. Haven't I heard about the name before? I feel like I have seen that name in either an animation video or like a map like video. I feel like we've seen maps from this like creator before. Where have I seen it before? If you guys know, please let me know in the comments after the video because I really have like a ring to my head saying that I've heard that name before.
nice
But the map
brushwork,
looks great,
The
too.
prop placement works well, and the map as a whole feels right. There's nothing extraordinary about
Looks
it.
good.
But I don't think simplicity is necessarily a bad thing because in this case, it just works.
No, honestly, it looks beautiful. So far, I am close to say that this is like the number 2 map for me. I still think that what was it? No, it was not Ace. It was not Ball. Not this. Oh, I think that it was. Oh yeah, Cake Man and Honey Mustard. I think that those are the best maps. Cake Man being first and the Honey Mustard in second.
Next is our second night map by Huckle, which I believe is a power plant, and it being night makes me feel like I'm trespassing. One of my favorite parts about this map is the wall of machinery in the 3D skybox because it means business. Moving inside around the last point, the theme is maintained. The floors
It
are
doesn't seem to
concrete
change too
and
much from the
stairs
original map.
metal. Lastly, the pit under the point looks like some sort of back rooms thing with its endless number of floors.
Interesting.
Sort of like this next map by Jack8B11. It's a hybrid between a swamp and a factory, and uses the same assets as the other swamp map we saw by Draco18S, and feels kind of weird, but I have to give it
I don't know. So far, maps that try to be darker, you know, with the lighting in the theme, usually they don't like represent the majority of the maps that we have in the current casual list. So I don't know. I feel like if you go for a dark theme into a competition like this, the map is not gonna be selected.
it to the mapper, visibility isn't a problem here, and the architecture is unique, especially the interior portion around the last point. I'm not sure about the wavy trim on the walls, or these pipes jutting out of the ground outside of Red Spawn,
Feels
but
a little bit
I like
weird,
the
yes.
dynamic element of the spinning wheel, flowing water, and blinking lights. I find this next map by Kunsa very cool.
Ooh,
or should
look
I
at-
say
look at the
hot,
color.
because it takes place in the middle of Australia. The buildings aren't
Australia.
anything special, rather it's the orange ground and kangaroos within a 69-kilometer radius
Nice.
that makes this map what it is. I mean, just look at those roos over there hopping along.
Also,
It even features some custom
I like
sounds
this.
that provide extra ambience.
I like the
red
color
rocks
change.
extend all the way to the last point through all of the halls, so you can experience the best of Australia the entire time.
Honestly, I think that this might be like the top 3 for me, because if it makes me feel like I'm in a mesa biome in Minecraft, you know, just because of like the heavy colors that we see in it.
But seriously, I love this map just for its setting. Everything else is kind of a bonus. Our next map is by Languid and features some extreme terrain reminiscent of Upward. Because of that, it feels very open, like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's got your standard Western architecture with not much detail to look at, but I like how the mapper opened up the area around the last point to the outside, especially this flank off to the side that we're used to seeing indoors. Similar to Cake Man's map, Lattes takes place buried under the surface. It's a lot darker since the second part of the map is completely underground, so it uses these spotlights to light up the area, though I think some parts are still too dark. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. It's pretty standard stuff, though I will point out these missiles outside of Red Spawn that look like they're about to be deployed to start World War III. On to our only other swamp map, we have this version
Okay,
by
this
Little
looks
Dude
better.
that is
This
very
swamp
similar to
looks
Draco's,
way
but
more
a
heavy
little
on the
better in my
ambience.
opinion.
I agree.
It uses the same swamp assets, but they're not overly obstructive. I still think the fog is a bit too strong, but only by a little. My favorite part about this map is the second point area with these
zones
barricades
with
lining
water,
the top
right?
of this cliff. While this kind of land formation doesn't make sense for a swamp, I think it has a cool effect. But the interior of the last point is pretty bare bones, so let's move on
Yeah.
to the next map. This one is by Mac GTA, and man is it bright. It's clearly some sort of quarry or mining facility, but is rather empty. Most of the buildings are patched together with sheets of metal, and that's about it. Pretty standard stuff. Next is this map by Mangy, a quirky factory surrounded by hilly wheat fields.
Oh, that's
I say
actually
it's quirky
nice.
because of the peculiar brushwork and layout. It deviates greatly from the base map. In many respects, it doesn't even feel like Mountain Lab. And if I had to attribute it to one thing, it'd probably be these diagonal buildings. We don't usually see them in TF2 maps. Again, I value the mapper's creativity, but the
Honestly, I think this is the first time that I've seen someone put like a map in the middle of like a hills, like surrounding the base like that. I don't remember any other like that. There might have been like maps that they just put like some mountains in the distance on one side, but they put a more plain view on the other side to balance it out. So interesting.
The proximity and scale of certain things feel a little disorienting. I think if the mapper went through and blocked things out better,
Oh,
this
this
would
is
be
a
great
circle or
map.
like last
The
point.
next three maps are
feels
by
weird.
Mapmaker 1, Marquis Posa, and Mr. Yellow. And I'm gonna save everyone the time and say that these maps are just retextured versions of the base given by Valve. There are few, if any, extra details or props added in. So
this
it'd be
is-
a waste of
it
time for
looks
me to go
very,
through
very
and
low
analyze
quality.
each one.
It looks like
Mr.
something you would
Happy's
see.
map, on the other hand, is
It looks like something you'd see like in Team Fortress Classic, like a remaster to Team Fortress 2.
the third and final space one. Just like in Crusaders version,
Looks more
it takes
detailed.
place on the moon. It's also way more detailed and immersive, with the best brushwork and prop placement I've ever seen for a space map. And it isn't just this way on the
Interesting.
outside. The halls around the last point are filled with tons of things, which in
Nice.
of itself is a sight to behold.
Nice.
If any of you are thinking about making a moon or space map and need inspiration, this is probably the best thing out there. This map is
No, really. For a moment, I even forgot that we're analyzing a map that is supposed to be like a Thunder Mountain, you know? It felt so different that for a moment I truly forgot we were just analyzing all the maps being like the same base,
by
you know?
name here and looks exactly like Sawmill.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing, the mapper did a flawless job at maintaining the same theme and reusing
I don't know, dark
assets.
maps
He also
are
took
harder
many
to
creative
be
liberties with
like
the
a win for
layout
me.
that make it feel much different from Mountain Lab, at least until you get to the last point, where unfortunately hardly anything was done. The next map is by Nanosheep Korra,
Oh,
which,
it's
just like
not
the three maps I
finished.
mentioned before Mr. Happy's, is a simple retexture and nothing more. Next is this map by Patazzo that returns us to the farm theme. It reminds me of Two Fort if it were a little more industrialized.
I can
Even
see that,
moving
I agree.
inside toward the last point, the halls look exactly the same as Two Fort's intel area. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
So basically, this map is like the junction of what if we picked a 2 fort and pushed it somewhere else?
This is Click Clack's map, potentially the worst out of all 51 maps.
Really?
And I don't say that to roast the guy, but to point out what you shouldn't do when making a map. The texturing doesn't make any sense, the buildings are shaped awkwardly, and there are Half-Life assets that not only are super obstructive, but don't fit TF2's art style whatsoever. The cube maps also aren't built, which is why you can see the 2D skybox in the reflection of all shiny objects on the map. This is why it's
Wow.
important to understand the fundamentals when building a map. Things can quickly fall apart if you don't. Unfortunately, this next map by Rewind suffers
Whoa.
from a lot of missing textures, which is a shame because it has some wild architecture that I'm sure would have looked epic. Putting that aside, it looks like this map
Even
is a
hurts
giant
my
mining
eyes.
operation with a complex rail system. It even has an elevator that transports
That's
these
cool.
minecarts.
That's
I
cool.
wish I could say more, but I don't think I can fairly judge this map in its current state, so I'll have to leave it at that. Moving on, we have this map by Ritz, with a more industrial yet fresh feel to it. It could be because
Oh, what is the name of the map? I forgot. We played it today on stream. But like the grass, like the whole color reminds me of like
of its
I forgot.
location
Maybe
up in the
Swiftwater?
mountains
I don't
or the
know.
plethora of pines,
But it reminds me
I
of a
think it's
TF2 map.
mainly
I
because of
don't
the
know the
bright green
name.
grass and white brick buildings. There's a nice waterfall over by the second point, which is inside of
Okay, wait, I need to look again at that waterfall.
and white brick buildings. There's a nice
I think this is like the best waterfall that I've ever seen in TF2. Honestly, it looks amazing.
waterfall over by the second point, which is inside of a large tent, which gives me camping vibes. This sort of vanishes as we move inside around the last point,
it's
which,
very
like many
bland.
of the other maps in this list, is largely unfinished. But it's got some fossils on the walls and a cool dinosaur skull hanging under the point, which isn't something you see every day. Next is another simple retexture by Slevin. Bear with me here, there will only be a couple more, and there is still more amazing stuff coming up. At
Alright,
long last,
alright.
we have our next snow-themed map. This time by
Ah.
Sniper Penguin. What separates this from the rest of the cold maps in this list is the calmness of the snow falling and how it glitters on the ground.
Okay,
There
that's
are
cool.
also icicles and snow-covered rocks, and a few other textures that complement the setting. Just like in
Nice.
Click Clack's map though, the Q maps aren't built, which screws up the overall look of many areas. But
Yeah.
putting that aside, I love how the snow trickles through this giant hole above the last point.
Yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying. Like the exhaustion part of like this map is located at the final part, and it can give like some interesting looks to it. It's quite a shame that the interior was not more heavily changed on this one, because having more of a theme of like Christmas or something like that, it would really, really like change like how we see the end of the map.
This next map by Soylent Robot goes back to the factory setting and is particularly interesting because
It reminds me of MVM.
of the variety of structures in brick, wood, metal, and concrete all meshed together to form not just factory, but office and residential buildings as well. Inside of the buildings is your standard machinery, concrete floors, and brick walls. My favorite part of this map is the area around the last point because it's exposed to the sky and gives you an up-close view of the smokestacks. Overall, this is a diverse and interesting map. Here we have another factory theme map by Spiral Shot, but with a much gloomier tone. Dark clouds hang over the map with distant smokestacks, power lines, and buildings covered in fog. But the props in the map have to be the most creative out of any similarly themed map in this list. They're laid out in ways I'm not used to seeing, and there are pipes literally everywhere. But here's the best part. There's a conveyor belt transporting Bonk Atomic Punch across the entire map. It starts out here by the last point as empty aluminum cans, then comes down to this pool of purple liquid where it's turned into the punch, and from there transported to this room where it's packaged
Honestly-
into boxes and eventually shipped out of Blue Spawn. The only downside is that this version of the map is missing all of the custom textures, so I can only imagine what all of this originally looked like.
Honestly, I would say that if I discovered that this was a thing in one map, I would join the map just to see the flux of the bonk. And this would 100% be a scout maze like letter of love to Bonk.
Nonetheless,
I like the
love
idea.
how it conveys a story, and
I agree.
I'd love to see
That looks
other
cool.
maps follow a similar suit. Next is what I consider
Also, can you guys imagine like if we actually had this map into the rotation, we would be able to see like Casty, Black Casty, and other like animators just using that map to create stories, you know, most likely about Scout. Damn, it's quite a shame that that one didn't got added or finished.
the happiest map of the bunch from Spud. It's bright, full of plant life, the buildings are well constructed, the surrounding farmland is green and healthy,
I like that.
and there's a little bit of water here that runs into a river. I love how the mapper turned this corner into a sort of canopy. It's just so cozy. The map is a winery, so there are tons of wine barrels neatly stacked around the place. And the area around the last point is clean and occupied with fancy machinery for treating this giant pool of wine under the point. This map is so pretty, it might just be my favorite one on the list. The next two maps by Sunshine and Sven are the last of the bunch that are simple retextures. So now that we've got those out of the way, we can wrap things up with some top tier maps.
Let's
The
do it
first
then, I'm
being
ready.
This one by Swords. The environment is
Ooh.
the same as in a map like Gold Rush, but is in no way boring. Every inch of the place is rich with detail. In fact, again, just like in Helljumper's map, there might be a little too much in some parts. But I think that's a better problem to have than not having enough.
Yeah, I think that the grass is a little bit too much, but I
for
like
instance,
the
it's always-
lighting of this place. It feels like it's truly at the end of the afternoon, you know? As soon as the sun is about to start setting, the map is just massively shaded. Good
Easier
job.
to remove than to create. This level of detail extends all the way to the last point.
Look at
too,
this.
which
Looks great.
houses a massive drill. Overall, I think this is one of the best maps and could very well be the best if its lanes were cleaned up a bit. Our next map by Terabyte
That might be on my
is
top three
another
now, I don't
top-tier
know.
entry that I think is largely due to its environment. The grass and trees are orange, and so are the
Guys, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Whoever did this, oh my god, I really want to see more work from this person. Who did he say it was? Terabyte Test? Look at the way that he did the lighting on this. This is masterfully done. Good job.
rays shooting through the clouds in the 2D skybox. If that didn't already give you fall vibes, there are a couple of
I like the
greenhouses
art
out
too.
behind the second point with some pumpkins. Nothing is flashy or oversaturated, which I appreciate because it's easy to get carried away when working with such colors. Despite all of this, the area around the last point is my favorite, with how all of these different buildings face the center almost like a courtyard, similar to Gooba's map, which is why I consider it to be one of the best on the list. On to our third top tier map in a row. This one is by Timber Ghost and takes a cool twist on the snow theme. It's based way up near the North Pole, with massive glaciers and mountains on one side.
I don't know about
and
this
a
one.
partially frozen ocean
It
with
feels
icebergs on the other.
overcomplicated with
There's
this no
even a
theme.
huge ship beached on the shore and a cargo one out on the water. But as if that wasn't enough, the custom textures take this map even further. From these vibrant corrugated metal walls to the wood flooring in the rooms around the last point with custom walking sounds, this map is truly original. Perhaps the best part is how its beauty and charm don't come from any quirky gimmicks or tacky textures like cute animals or glowing ice, but from practicality. Everything that's here makes
Okay,
sense
that's cool.
and is
I
believable.
like the
An
solar
example
panels.
of perfect map design. This next map is special.
Alright, I think that this might be like a bad take, but I didn't feel like the urge to play that one. If like the narrator just so highly recommended the map and so highly said that this was a very good map, should be a reason for me to want to play that map. I think on this game was not enough for me. I don't know, I might not be just like the biggest fan of snowy maps, or maybe because we saw a lot of snowy maps. I prefer more flashy maps, you know, when it comes to the colors, and I like more green and or maybe autumn than I like snow. So just a bad personal
because
take,
it
I
comes
imagine.
from somebody I'm sure all of us mappers know. UEAK Crash. Now,
Who's
I'm
that,
not going to beat around the bush. This map is rudimentary and doesn't come anywhere close to the level of the other maps I've just shown. But at the very least, it's cool that he was involved in mapping that long ago and threw his name into the pool. He's also worked on some great stuff since then, so by no means would I consider this map to be a representation of his skills today.
Wait, he made this map? He actually got his map into like the Halloween rotation? Oh, congrats!
That being said, I wonder what he would do if he came back to it today. Perhaps it'd make for a cool educational
Wait, did he quit?
video series. Inching toward the finish line, there's this map by Wurgle, which isn't a simple retexture, but is still bad considering how blocky, simplistic, and
And dark,
unnatural all of
yeah,
the buildings look.
it feels
And
very
although
unnatural.
the blue lights add some interest, they don't have any sources. But as bad as the map is, at least the mapper tried something instead of simply retexturing everything. Next is another factory by X-Funk Carter, but
Looks
this one
better.
is different from all the others we've seen. For one, it's ruined in certain parts as you'd expect with an old factory, and a couple of these ruined spots are actually lanes to other parts of the map, which I find creative. There's
I
also a
agree.
building over here in the process of being built, some barricading on the ruined side of this one, and residential and office buildings off in the distance, all of which complement each other. Moving inside of the factory, things
Ooh,
get
he
even
actually looks
better.
abandoned.
It's
Nice.
like the map well, but bigger, better, and
Wait. Look at this lighting. Dude, it's
actually
like
looks like a
some of the people that work on this, they do such a great job in lighting. This is like the thing that really gets me to enjoy a map. How well they like just took the tone of the light to just reflect all around it. That's
factory or
nice. Look at
warehouse.
this.
I'm a sucker for brick architecture, so
Look at
I'm
that.
in love with this map. Last but not least, we have this night map by Zero Rogue.
Okay, it
But
looks nice.
Instead of being lit up exclusively by spotlights, it has these light bulbs hanging
I
around
like
the
that,
place that give it a fun social vibe, which happens to be the most appealing thing to me about this map. Though there are a few other cool things worth showing, like this large dam sitting behind Blue Spawn, and these two tents pitched around a campfire by the second point. But that's basically it, as the area around the last point isn't that cool.
I need
But
to see this
instead of being
again.
lit up
I need to see this
exclusively
again.
by spotlights, it has these light
Honestly, like watching a map like this, I could 100% just imagine a party taking place in this place with different like blue and red members and maybe even other teams. I don't know, but this is such a vibe for me.
bulbs
I
hanging
like this
around the
light bulb
place
like
that give it a
architecture.
fun social vibe, which happens to be the most appealing thing to me about this map. Though there are a few other cool things worth showing, like this large dam sitting behind Blue Spawn, and these two tents
Sorry.
pitched around a campfire by the second point. But that's basically it, as the area around the last point isn't that cool. I mean, I can see what the mapper was going for, but the detailing could be better.
It kind of looks
So
like a
that's all
disco.
51 maps condensed in one video. I'd pick out my favorite, but I'm curious to see what you guys think. So please fill out the poll linked in the description so we can see who the community at large thinks should have won.
Oh, honestly, for me, Cakeman should have won. Cakeman should have won. Like, this map just seems to be exactly like the type of map that I want to like in TF2. It's bright, it's not overly saturated with a lot of colors all around. It's simplistic, it fits the vibe, and it makes it easy to distinguish between red and blue. I really like this map. Second place for me, it would be from where are you, honey? Where are you? Honey. I think it was Honey Mustard the name. Oh, here it is. Honey Mustard, yeah. For me, Honey Mustard is like the second best one. Like, I really like these these sort of colors, that are not too much. They seems like more toned down colors, and I think that they did a great job. And lastly, I think it was the one that mimicked Harvest. But it's also quite a shame that we were not able to see like... No, wait. I don't know, it's between Harvest and this one because I really enjoyed this skybox. I really think it's a beautiful skybox. But if you guys can, please let me know what you guys think. Once again, this video was made by LED. So if you can, please sure to give a like to the original video. It's linked down below. LED, if you watch this, I hope you don't mind reaction channels. And great video. Thank you for bringing back like this lost piece of media to TF2 and to our attention. Give a like to the original video as said, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Bye. See ya. Nice. We got one video, boys. What was the other video you guys wanted me to react to? What was the other one? I don't think I'm acting like an N. I am literally just reacting to the video. But it's just like the outro of the video, Charens. Spy. What was the video you mentioned? Let me see if I can find it. TF2 anomalies. Found it. This one was made by Orbit. Alright. Video. Let me just confirm and change like the video to get this one, just so we avoid problems. Alright. I already gave a like, nice. This is yet another video that I'm recording while on live stream. This video specifically, what are the TF2 anomalies? It was made by Orbit. I will leave I don't know, I cannot speak today. I will leave it linked down below into the description. Orbit, I hope you don't mind reaction channels. And nonetheless, without any more further ado, let's go. Click. Interesting intro. But I imagine if it will mention the server blight or what
You
creatures
guys
it
know
will
Team
mention
Fortress
about.
2. It's not a
yeah.
game that you would call scary, per se, but apparently that isn't the case for everyone. See, there's a series on YouTube about a case of TF2 anomalies. This player has uploaded videos showing off the weird and creepy happenings within their game, how there is something or someone messing with their TF2. Before I begin, the series is by Keeg Kills Reality, an amazing SFM animator, and you should check them out if you haven't seen their animations already. I will link his first video in the series in the description if you want to check them out for yourself, but I got intrigued
I don't think I've ever reacted to him. I might be wrong, but I don't think I did.
by this series of theirs, and I wanted to talk about it. The first video is called 2fort_anomaly.mp4, and the description is as follows. I was playing some 2fort the other day and saw that. I don't know if this is a glitch or something from the recent big update, but it scared me. Today, I decided to upload it here to see if anyone has encountered something similar. The video starts off with a normal match of TF2, where the player is playing as a scout on 2fort. They find all the players huddled around dancing before leaving the room. He comes back to the room right after to find that everyone has disappeared and finds a blue sniper is dead. Then continues looking around and sees the red sniper in the distance walking. He follows him until he reaches the intelligence room where the sniper is just looking away and standing there with no weapon in hand. When the scout goes for a closer look, this happens.
He's back.
Feel the burn now. Y'all ain't ready for this.
So, I wanted to note some things. First is that the sniper's eye
I don't think when was the last time that I actually saw a TF2 channel that kind of played into the horror, you know? That they just went around and pretend that the story is real, that the story actually happened, you know, as the character himself. Usually we see TF2 like SFM horror video channels just creating characters. But on this case, he seems to not do that. Interesting.
eyes are pure white, and he's standing there like a character model would be if they weren't animated in any way. On top of that, when the sniper pops up closer, they're surrounded by a cloud of smoke. And when the scout turns around again, and when he slows down the footage, the sniper hands actually are moving this time. There's also the bizarre high-pitched noises and the green distorted light that was reflecting off of everything. And if you thought that was already a lot for this 1 minute and 2 second video, there was something else in the video that I failed to notice until I looked in the comments. When the video first starts and the player walks in the room, we see
didn't
all the
open the
other players
doors.
dancing except one, the blue sniper, the one that was found dead earlier. Then at the end we see the
So was he maybe also a player that could have fallen victim to the sniper? Because one factor that leaves Scout being one of the best classes to survive an anomaly in TF2 is just the fact that he's fast. His speed is like his greatest key. So Sniper was just not fast enough to escape the anomaly sniper.
blue sniper again, alive, this time after being found dead walking into the room and looking around confused. As if it's possible that the player just went through the same thing we just experienced. So, what do we know? Well, not much. Mainly speculation. But there is some type of entity in this player's TF2, and possibly others. Let's move on to the next video in the series.
Will
This one
it
is
be about
called
the same
double-cross
creature?
_anomaly.mp4. I won't read the description until after the actual video portion, but this second video is insane.
There's a few snipers. Dude, this video actually seems like it was out from 2007 with the way that everything is just configured, you know, for the textures. And also the quality of the video. Angie, you doing alright? He was swinging at nothing. Everyone's dying way too easily in this game. What did you see? I feel like I'm gonna get a jump scare. Also, this sounded as if there's something following him. Yes, I think he... Oh, okay, I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna get a little jump scare. And he's back. He's back at where it all started. He never left, maybe. He's behind you. Run. Run. He's following you. Oh, there he is again. He pulled a weapon. Oh, okay, that could have been more scary, but I was paying attention.
When it happened again. The engineer that I had friended noticed it too. I thought I was the only one seeing it. Not sure why the map auto-loaded like that, or why there was a load trigger in a live game. The audio skips at the end because my computer crashed, and blue screen at the end of the recording. Sorry. I'm scared to join another match, and I haven't played since. Please post if you have experienced this at all recently. I need a fix. I've checked the forums to see if anyone's experienced this and haven't found anything. I still think it's a bug with the most recent major update. I'll log in a few once I get over my fear. So with this video, we see the scout.
You know, it's so far, this entity doesn't seem to be deadly. It can be malicious. You know, it can chase you. It can just try to get you to go back to where it first met you. But so far, it doesn't seem to actually have the power to kill a player. I don't know, because with other entities, like we saw with the Server Blight, they just take you and you're a gunner. On this case, it must have a bigger psychological warfare to try to deal with its victim. I wonder if, like, the creator of the series, the character in the series, will actually die at the end.
Now on Double Cross. And when first exiting the room, we see the blue sniper. And when they hop down the stairs, we see the blue sniper walk down the stairs and stare at us. The player goes outside, and when messing around with the engineer buddy, they both notice the red sniper walking into the sewers.
Wait, so it was something.
They both notice the red sniper.
I didn't notice that too because of the quality of the video.
So the thing to note is that from the description and from the video, we see that multiple people can see this anomaly. The scout goes into the tunnels, and when slowed down, the player can see this time a red heavy with white glowing eyes.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
And when the player turns around briefly afterwards, we see that his engineer friend is dead. And of course, after looking around for a little, when the player goes back outside, the sniper with the white glowing eyes appears in front of him, with a giant white light behind him and that same smoke. It chases him until he comes upon the red heavy from before.
I don't know if it fits this category, but you know what this remind me of? It remind me of somewhat real videos, especially the ones about the 2 Fort, because there was like this big like story about like the souls of like the TF2 characters like that are lost, just being represented in like a complete like dark like textures with like the glowing eyes, and they're just souls that are looking for the body where they can respawn. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I definitely recommend you guys to check Somewhat Real, but on this case, I don't know what could this be.
Or flaying his arms around and chasing the player. The player turns around to see a giant white door, kind of similar to the one in Gmod, and then they hop in. This time, they are back at 2 Fort, and when looking around, they hear a scream. Then find the blue sniper dead again. And Asak, I think. We see the red sniper again walking down the hall, and the player goes down to the intelligence room and gets a glimpse of the sniper again. Before that, we hear the sound of a melee equip, The
Yep.
player starts to run before the sniper appears in front of him. I know I'm giving a lot of recap for some of these videos, but I feel like if you aren't watching them in 0.25 speed, you will miss some things. So I just want to
Definitely.
give as much
I
detail
would lose
as I
so
can.
many details
But
in these
what we can
videos.
gather is this definitely is happening to more than one player, and it has sent him back to 2 Fort for some reason. Also, the blue sniper keeps dying, I guess. They hate him, I'm not sure. I think that what this second video has done has left me more confused than with answers, so it's probably
Right.
best to move to part 3. The next video is called dustpool_anomaly.mp4. We see this time we are in this perspective of someone playing as the blue sniper.
It could be the blue sniper
in
that
its
we
normal
saw.
TF2 gameplay until the player notices the red sniper we have seen before. The player continues on before the game lags a little bit, and then out of nowhere, everyone in the lobby becomes frozen. The sniper then spots the red sniper again before it emits a bright light and gets teleported to, you know it, 2
2
Fort.
Fort.
And then, when they are walking around, we find out something important. They see the player who is playing Scout and realize that this is actually the perspective of the blue
Oh, so it's like there's a time loop involved in all of this. Okay.
sniper we have been seeing. So the sniper is ambushed by these 2 anomalies before being thrown into that white door, which we still don't
Oh,
know
this is
anything
creepy.
about.
This is
So we
very
have 2
creepy.
protagonists in this story so far. The player playing the blue sniper and the person playing the blue scout. Description of this video is as follows. Found this
Damn, and here I thought that the blue team would finally get a rest after Emesis Blue. Apparently not.
file on my desktop. Might be from a Skype chat or somewhere. It looks like he has seen the same thing I've been seeing. I'm going to send him a friend request on Steam so we can talk. I am going to log in again tomorrow. I wanted to try something. This video is posted from the person playing the scout, but was possibly sent by the person playing the blue sniper. Part 4 is called turbine_vent_sighting.mp4. This time we are seeing the perspective of the engineer, and what I assume is the one we saw from part 2. I'm just gonna let this one play out first.
I don't know. Like being able to just die and go back to your sentry intact like this is crazy. That was the true anomaly, and I saw the heavy. I saw the time. Honestly, I think that the entities are just like 2 Fort players that want to convince the community that you should play 2 Fort. Hi, Heavy. People trying to convince me that 2 Fort is an actual good map to play. They're gonna find the sniper this time. Oh, and he's kind of bugged, right? He still has like the teleport mark behind him. Okay, that one got me for a second. That one got me for a millisecond.
So part 4 of this series seems to have more of the same things we had been seeing before. We see the blue sniper, and we see this red team's heavy.
Oh yeah,
chasing
that's
the
right. I
engineer
didn't even
around.
notice like the
We
blue
also see Pyro
sniper being of
disappear, and I'm
importance on
wondering
this
if that's
episode.
another character in the series. Nothing too much to add with this one, but the description of this one states turbine vent anomaly sighting TF2
2011.
6/30/2011. We know that it's
Right
possible
now, so I was right on one thing. This is like supposed to be very old footage. Okay.
that these videos are older, and from the description, it looks like someone else has uploaded this one, being that it's so short in the description, and doesn't seem like the way the other person has been talking about the anomalies. Part 5 is not really a part 5, but it's an animation of an engineer running from a spy anomaly, which you haven't seen before, and this one distorts in a very bizarre way.
Honestly, that looks so creepy. And in a way, did you guys notice that it seems to almost like imitate like the engineer? Like when the engineer is starting to look around the corner, he looks at the exact same time. He's imitating the engineer. In the way that he runs.
That's pretty much it for this part, and I don't know if it's canon, so we can move on to the next part. Part 6 is called soldier POV _TF2 _anomaly.mp4. And this time, we are getting a completely different perspective than the other parts, being the soldier we saw briefly in part 2.
What soldier? Oh, the soldier that died midair. Wait, he had died midair. He didn't make it. Or is this another one? Okay, there's the dead red soldier. If we saw an anomaly on this episode so far, I haven't seen it. I hate that little log. Ah, dude. Honestly, if it wasn't cold already in my room right now, that thing would have given me chills. You know, imagine just respawning and you're in like a place like this. I will get a jump scare on this one. I will 100% get jump scared. Oh, it was a light bulb. I thought it was a face in the dark. I didn't see that.
This one is by far the creepiest with that
Wait,
shot.
let me see that again. Oh, he was dragged and then he showed the
This
picture.
one
Okay.
is by far the creepiest with that shot of the engineer at the end. But with this one, we see that the soldier is dragged away in the first shot, but at the ending, we also see the soldier is being pulled away from the engineer anomaly and not by it. Possibly saved by one of the other players. Either that or I'm misunderstanding what's happening here. And the description for this one is TRU562011. I'm not sure.
Okay, so this is interesting. Because so far we have seen a few of these creatures. The spy might not be canon. We had this engineer, we had the heavy, and we had the spy. So with all that I'm seeing, since we saw the heavy taking the person and then just tossing the person into the portal, could the heavy be an ally on this? Could he be the one that just dragged soldier away? I don't know. I'm inclined to think that there's a possibility that the heavy is an ally.
Not sure what TRU stands for, but if anyone can figure it out, let me know in the comments. But another thing to note is how this video takes place before the engineer video on 6/30/2011. So we know that these instances of anomaly sightings start around sometime in early May of 2011 and go on for at least 2 months, but we are not seeing what's happening in the linear timeline, so I'm not sure. Moving on to part 7. This one is called TF2_anomaly_steal_found footage. And this one is an animation again, but seems to be part of the main story. With this one, we see the engineer followed around by a spy anomaly and stalked by it before at the end they are attacked and the camera is picked up by the sniper anomaly before the video ends.
Seems like a VR
The description
video.
of this one is, he is alone. Alone. He does not know where everyone went. Something is following him. This one's description feels off, as if it could be posted by the anomaly itself. I don't know if I'm stretching it here.
Yeah,
but
it
this one
felt
is
like the
typed
same
out
thing,
unlike
dude.
any of the
I
other
felt the same
characters in this
thing.
story. Part 8 is called Help, My TF2 Game is Haunted. This video follows what seems like a completely new character in this story. The person is playing engineer in a private lobby to practice before this happens.
I never seen anyone play on a private lobby to practice. Honestly, this has such like a 2007 vibes, you know, with the editing and the PowerPoint like presentation, like letters and the caps. Yeah, place it as a place it a defense. I am more surprised that the person would be able to just like save this file and get it back, you know, after
We see the
so
red
many
sniper
years.
again, walking past
Sniper?
twice. The player looks around
Wasn't it an
before
engineer?
stopping and leaving his computer to make a sandwich. And when he does, this happens.
Show yourself. You see that in the corner? I see it. Did it say you run again and again?
It seems like the entity is trying to say, turn off.
Oh.
I guess TF2? After this, the player spots a blue sniper instead. And this one could be the same blue sniper player we had seen before. And then he disappears into the white door. And then this happens.
I hate games that just put like these like loud footsteps without us actually seeing the creature. And he joined a normal server. It's like he was dragged off his own server and just placed in another one. There you go.
The player gets placed in an actual lobby, and we see the red sniper again before the player is kicked out of the game. One last thing to note is that the gameplay takes place on 5/6/2011 from the Windows computer screen, the same day as the Soldier's gameplay. The final part we see is that of another animation called Two Fort Doorway. This one shows the engineer entering the white door before ending up on Dust Bowl. He turns his camera around to show himself, and we see a glimpse of the red sniper in the background. And in regards to this series playlist, this seems to be it. Well, maybe you have 2 more videos
So far.
that might be part of the story, but I'm unsure if that's the case. The first one is called Unknown Player Encounter, in which we see the player looking around before noticing a blue sniper, and then the
I definitely see like a lot of inspiration in this series to the Backrooms, you know, with like the VHS like sort of horror, you know, that there's with like watching like it through someone like a point of view as a camera, the whole jiggleness and the how unsettling it can feel. I see a lot of inspiration.
blue sniper disappears before he appears again, where they just stare at each other. Possibly again the blue sniper from the previous videos. The final video that I thought may be related to it is It Is Here, in which we see this.
Is he gonna be picked? Oh, is it heavy? Or is the pyro is a soldier? He's getting closer. You look away, he's getting closer. Goodbye.
Whether those 2 parts have anything with the main videos
I want to see if I can get a better glimpse of that. Oh, what is that? This is certainly not a sniper body, is it? What is that?
Whether those 2 parts have anything with the main videos is unknown to me. What we do have is an interesting mystery containing multiple players being tormented by these anomalies.
I think 100%
Whether
is
it's
like
one or
connected.
multiple is unknown to me. All we know currently is that there are multiple players who play soldier, sniper, scout, and engineer. I do think I can come up with a small theory in that the red engineer that we have is seen in multiple of the videos seems to be not dead, and that he could know what's going on, and that he's possibly saved the soldier from the blue engineer in that other part. We currently don't know if the rest of the players are alive or not, but we do know they all are experiencing the same type of anomalies. The main one across all these videos is the red sniper. Whether it's an alien or a ghost or something is unknown. I'm unsure what and how everything connects, or if this is an ARG of some sort. I mainly just wanted to talk about these videos because they are really well done and very unsettling. I believe this is an ongoing series, so if this series continues, I will be sure to talk about it. Thanks for watching, and go subscribe to Keeg Kills Reality, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else you guys could find.
Okay, this video was made 10 months ago. So actually, let me actually go to the original video to see to the original channel to see if there is something like this. It was like 10 months ago. Ah, dude, there are just so many videos, you know, that have different thumbnails that it can be a little bit hard to find. Let me see if he has a playlist. Anomaly, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there is a few more. I think that this no, actually the door, the 2-4 doorway was the last one, wasn't it? Let me have a look real quick. Dude, this seems like something that is completely out of Limno Core, just with the vibe and the sounds. Oh, Oh, this is where... Okay, now I remember this. This was the original point of view.
Aw, cute kitty.
Right. Alright. Let me just go ahead and let me give a like to this. So, guys, if you guys seen and you guys know if this mystery goes on, please let me know down in the comments. Please give a like to Keeg Kills Reality. I will leave this video specifically in the description. And please give a like to the original video that... no, I mean to the original like analysis, like a video that was made by Orbit. And yeah. I've been doing a lot more reactions into like the live streams. I hope that the original creators don't mind. And if you guys want to, I hope to see you on them next time. And until next time, bye. See ya. There you go. Honestly, I think that this video, it was made 10 months ago. I'm surprised that it didn't blow up more. Let me change the cameras. Oh. Let me just close this. There we go. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that there's a bigger theory on this? Damn, this video had like 2 million views. Let me actually see if there's a sequel to that. Oh, there's a sequel to it. I need to watch it. I'm gonna sneeze just a second. Ah. Video, YouTube. Okay, so I think that I'll just like get stuck to the 2 videos together. But nonetheless, yeah, give a like to the original video. Did I give a like? Okay, there's the like. And I'm gonna subscribe as well. So yeah, let's go.
We are so back. The TF2 Anomalies playlist has been updated with 5
Oh, not
new videos
Woodville.
since the last time I talked about it, and things are starting to unravel and develop in the story. So the last time I talked about this series was about 4 months ago, and well, it's my most popular video with 1.2 million views. So
2
thank you guys for
million
that.
views
But
now.
for those who haven't seen that video somehow, go and watch that first, and then come back here. But just to give y'all a refresher, the TF2 Anomalies is a series by Keeg Kills Reality, in which we
Yep.
see multiple, anomalies disturbing people's TF2 matches. The main one being the sniper anomaly that has popped up most frequently. With that, we also seen that there are multiple main characters who are affected by these things, with the first one we saw being the scout player, but also a sniper main and an engineer, all who have crossed paths with one another. But in these new episodes, it seems that things have changed, because if you guys don't remember on the last video that we covered, we saw that the engineer, in which he was on 2 Fort, and saw the white light doorway that then transported him to Dust Bowl. And at the end, we saw the engineer turn his camera around to face himself, in which he smirked, but we could see the red sniper standing in the background before the video ends. Which, I don't know about you, but I think he's cooked. Of course, this does give us the question if these TF2 characters are alive or sentient in the game, as we have transitioned from just people just playing TF2 to full-on animated scenes of these characters. Without further ado, let's get into the first new video titled Cute Kitty, smiley face.
Oh, so
The
that was a
anomaly
part of it?
These videos
Really?
were played after the memes, so if you guys want to see the full videos, then go check out Keeg's channel. Also, the description of this new part says, hello.
Okay. That is not mercenary issues, son. That is a pile of nonsense. I never liked you.
So we see as the pyro reveals itself to be an anomaly, with the signature white eyes and elongated fingers. We then cut to below a desk where the soldier is talking and says, okay, this is not military issue, son. This is a pile of nonsense, and I never liked you. Who he is talking to is unknown, but if he is talking to the pyro, Then he's ridiculing him as he then transforms and reveals his anomaly form. This also leans into the idea that these are TF2 characters that are sentient, and this is just their perspective in their world, and that we have left just players playing the game. The next part is called This Dog is What's Going On? I'm Scared.
This dog is... Wait, what the fuck? What's going on? I'm scared! Who the fuck is...
The description says guh. Guh, guh. I don't think that adds anything to the video, but yeah, moving on.
So that is the soldier that was killed by the pyro, I imagine. The heavy was already one of them. Dude, to actually see a creepypasta
So we
evolve
opened up
into
the
a
soldier
more
from
animated SFM is actually very, very scary, you know, just to see the progression. And the same thing can be said about pieces of production like the Server Blights, where you actually see the whole game being just a game until they actually start to transform their TF2 characters and things start to get more and more real and risky.
Laying on the floor, covered in blood, and what looks like either something on top of him or maybe not. Probably that pyro that we saw, but I can't really tell.
I
We
would
can see his
imagine as
body
well.
shaking before
And
it
you can
cuts
see
to
the
a medic
hand,
and Heavy standing in the background as the medic flails his body towards the Heavy, and then the pyro's hand shows up behind the medic and wraps around his head as his eyes turn white and he screams. So understanding what's happening here is a little difficult, but I can speculate. I'm leaning towards the idea that the pyro is infecting the Heavy and medic and making them turn into anomalies. But we cut to the last shot where the soldier's bloodied up and he wakes up as well, as the camera quality goes
wakes
from
up in the back
analog
rooms.
style to a higher quality look. It feels like we're going to be moving forward from the soldier's POV rather than just random incidents, as if we're going to have more of a narrative in this story. Moving on to the next part, we have Resurrection.
Girls just waking up with their fucking period. And there's the red engineer. Wait, he was on the
So
red
in this
team with
part,
that? Did you
not too
guys
much
see that
happens,
with the
but we
this
see as the
this
soldier
part?
wakes up and turns around to look in fear as the medic and Heavy, which are now anomalies, are standing there waiting to attack, and they start to reach towards him. But before anything happens, what looks like the engineer's hand that we have seen before reaches from the white door and grabs onto the soldier's hand, meaning that the engineer has now learned to utilize the white door and white space and is helping the characters who
Oh.
have not turned into anomalies. I believe this engineer is like our second main character, but we're gonna have to see. The next part is called I'm Gonna Liquefy You.
That sounds so bad out of context. This really looks like something that was just taken out of Liminal Core horror games.
We continue from the last scene as the engineer starts to drag the soldier from the anomalies and into the white void, where the soldier wakes up inside the void.
They get separated
Not too
again.
much happens in this part. Again, it seems like it's just short snippets of the story, but it seems that the anomalies cannot travel into this white void. At least that's my idea, because they're just not there. But I am going to speculate on the idea that
One thing that I will speculate before he speculates is that the whole thing about the anomalies going to the white room. You see, because we see like the flash of light when they appear disappear sometimes. So I could just go ahead and theorize that the white room cannot have like two different entities at the same time. For example, the engineer was able to drag the soldier in there, but they got separated. The same thing when the engineer entered the white door and then he left somewhere and then the anomaly started to show up again. Maybe it's like a location that cannot have more than one creature at the same time, or just has like different divisions of like that space across whatever is going on, and just one can be inside each room at each time.
The sniper anomaly might be able to use this white void, since they're able to travel from place to place so quickly. And the first time we saw the anomaly of the sniper is on 2 Fort, where that white door was. It's either that, or the sniper anomaly is trying to control this power of some sort. I know I'm reaching here, but it just seems like it's all connected in some way or another. But it obviously knows something, and it is the smartest anomaly out of all of them, and probably the source of these other anomalies. The way it acts is not like the others. It doesn't distort itself. It doesn't like become some weird creature. The defining look of the sniper is just the white eyes, but it doesn't have these weird fingers. It doesn't transform itself. It's very odd. The latest upload in the TF2 anomalies is called The Void.
It got reset. Oh, I was wrong. They can't be in the same place. Also, the background audio really reminds me of Liminal Core. I don't know. I'm sorry for repeating so much, but it really does.
Up in the white void. He then loses the blood that's on his body as if he's resetting or something. He looks around and sees that the engineer is walking around from a black door and is holding what looks like a camera he was using before. When this happens, the soldier goes to approach the engineer. I am wondering if the engineer is just looking for more people while the soldier was waking up, or that this place is not linear in time, and if the engineer the soldier is seeing is from the past based on where he comes from, and him holding the camera similar to the episode that we had left on in the previous video on the series.
Yeah, like he's actually onto something, because we've seen that kind of going through these rooms and these like white flashes just allows you to kind of travel in time. So a lot of paradoxes all around it.
But I'm not 100% on
Let's see.
and I don't think that this is the case, but I'll leave that up for speculation. I am wondering if the soldier and engineer are going to team up to take down these anomalies. Also, I'm wondering if we're going to ever cut back to the players playing the game and experiencing these anomalies, or if the characters in the game are going to reach out and maybe stop players from playing. I'm not sure. It's just wild speculation, but I am excited to see what happens with this series next, and hopefully we'll get more soon. Let me know in the comments what you think of the series, and if you have
that's
any
also
ideas to what
far?
is
Damn
happening,
it, I thought it was gonna
and
have
if you
more.
enjoyed the series, go check out Keek's channel, and I'll link that in the description. I also want to know your guys' thoughts on the direction of this series, and if you prefer the original way it went before, where it was just player's point of view, or the animation side of it. Personally, I like both, and I'm excited to see where this
I prefer
form of
the
storytelling
animation.
goes,
I prefer the
especially with the
animation.
animations.
Yeah.
Before we go, I want to thank this month's members/patrons, aka the One Channel.
All right, let me respectfully stop it there, because so far I think that the change that they had, you know, with just going from gameplay to actual animation just makes a lot more sense. The same way that we saw with the Two Germans in the Server Blight series, where it was mostly just more like a gameplay until we actually develop like a more like a, I will not say like a slow look, it's just like a more attentive look, and we got attached to the characters, that the animation started to get a little bit more fluid, it got like a little bit more of action, and we got to see more of the anomalies as they were starting to become more present as a threat into the future episodes. And also, this just sounds like a very inspired, like a Backrooms like a story with like the most recent episodes, because the animation and the ambience and the sound and the like this feeling of being just in a void that is endless really just remind me of like that genre of games. So, what do you guys think? I kind of reacted to 2 videos today. Well, a few, if we consider that these two like analysis videos that were made by Orbit, or all like compilations about analysis that he did to these like series made by. Oh, I need to check the name to confirm the name. They were made by Keeg. So I'll say no. What do you guys think? Please let me know down in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube after the recording of this on the live stream, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being on the stream or on YouTube. And I hope that you guys are safe, happy, and that you guys also have had a great day. I'll see you guys next time. And until then, bye. See ya. Honestly, guys, I think that I'm gonna like just divide. No, not divide. I think I'm just gonna like take the two videos and I'm gonna put them together. Hey Roman, hey TF dude, what are you guys doing? And welcome to the stream. Sorry for not responding to the chat in a while. I was just reacting and recording this for my channel, and when I do it, I like to just try to pay as much attention as I possibly can to the video. I was watching a video that was made by a guy called Orbit, a TF2 YouTuber, who was doing an analysis on a series that was made by a guy called Key Kills Reality. So yeah, basically that. So, apples. Yeah, I think that that's it for the reactions for today. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to TF2 now. Let me go ahead and open. I think that I can play 1 or 2 more matches before I finish the stream. Hey Sparrow, hello, welcome. Welcome back, Wetchy. Let me open it. But also, like, one thing that really just gives me the creeps in any like a game is when we start like hearing sounds in other rooms, but we cannot see the anomaly. We don't know where the anomaly is. This is something that really creeps me out. And the moments that we saw like the players walking around the game and just hear like these weird like emotions, like if there was something just walking right next to them but we didn't see anything, really just got like a weird vibe, you know? It really like it just makes me unsettled. Oh yeah, let me get a little bit more of water. But what do you guys think? Back to the action. Yeah, I need to turn off the AC a little bit. Oh, I was just about to say, this is actually taking a while. Weird. I am solo queuing. I thought it was gonna be fast, and boom, there it is. Apples. But what do you guys think about the series?
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 3,
Oh, initial lag as always. Blah, 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 blah. Lag, go away. They have a sentry. The spy! It had to be the Frenchman. Oh yeah, I just saw like your comment, Spy, but yeah, there's a horror game called Captured Intelligence. Is it good? I've only seen a few clips of like the death scenes that you can get, the death like screenshots. But is it any good? Oh yeah, time to go. I might need the pyro. Damn it, the medic is in love with the fat man. Nice bait, Spy. Nice bait. There's a spy. There's a spy. Why does the medic never listen to the pyro? It's like people don't understand what the pyro is saying. Medic? No, the medic's dead. Damn it! They got me. Oh, if we had the Uber with the phlogisnator ready, it would have been delicious. Yeah, they definitely got to like the superior team in this game. Yeah, they'll win. The rocket. I was about to say he's just gonna get lucky and get a random crit on me. I was about to say it, but I didn't because he missed the first attack. But no, he got me still. Scout, you're dead.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
GG. Yeah. Yeah, you know, guys, maybe we're good for today. After this ass whooping, yeah, I think I'm gonna just go edit the videos and maybe play something else afterwards. So, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to all the first chatters, thank you to the old viewers, and thank you for the video suggestions. I think that they will come out in the next couple of days, so hope to see you guys in the comment section. And until next time, remember to stay awesome. Bye! See ya!